Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode, and we are going to take a look at some really cool Johnny Lightning vehicles for this episode. Just got some really neat stuff to look at, really, spanning from older to newer. We'll see here. So this first one is one of these cool, they've released a lot of cool stuff in these little short card Johnnies. This is the Corporal Charles C. Griffiths 1985 Chevy Camaro from the Beat the Heat Racing for Education. They don't do that anymore, huh? Where's the copyright date on this one? Johnny Lightnings are always a little bit more difficult because they don't put it right up in the front here. Jeez, I don't see it anywhere. Somebody probably does. Anyway, here it is. This is Camaro. Let's go ahead and put it up. Let's go ahead and open it. So a lot of times you're going to see plastic wheels, plastic base, and stuff like that in these models, but they do some unique stuff, and it looks pretty cool. So this is a model, I believe, of an actual vehicle, or model after an actual vehicle. And actually, this one has a metal base. Yeah, this base is metal. This car is very heavy. That's just kind of a cooler, unique Johnny Lightning. I think the hood opens too, yep. Revealing the motor inside there. That's pretty awesome. So that is definitely cool. As far as plastic wheels and tires go, these are pretty cool looking ones. So that is pretty awesome. Let's see here. Next, let's take a look at... I've got some more of those short card ones. Let's save them for just a second here. Take a look at a couple Dodge Vipers. This is the Dodge Viper from, I guess, Motor Trend. It is 1996 Dodge Viper GTS. Collect all 24 of the MotorTrend.com release. And copyright date. I like to try to find out when these things came out. I think 2003, it looks like. Yeah, 2003 playing Mantis. So we'll go ahead and we'll open this one up. Comes with a little magazine cover copy thing. And the actual model, which just flew out. So as far as plastic tires and wheels go, these are probably my least favorite ones. I don't like those wheels. This one has a metal base, metal body, blue Dodge Viper. Pretty good looking. It's not bad looking. This is the better of the two castings we're going to look at that are Dodge Vipers. We only got two to look at. Pretty decent little model. The thing I think that turns off a lot of premium diecast collectors for some reason from Johnny Lightnings is that they're not really scale correct to 1/64 scale. I don't have much of a problem with that. They do enough like unique stuff that I think it's still a very, very fun brand to collect. I've got a lot of Johnny Lightning in my collection. So this next one's from the Johnny Lightning Modern Muscle series. This one is copyright date 2000. Right down there. This comes with a little card here. Modern Muscle. And then the casting. Same wheels as that other Viper casting. You can see how the scale is different between the two of these cars. This car's a lot longer than this one. And Johnny Lightning typically runs small, but there are some castings, for whatever reason, that ended up being larger than 1/64 scale. And I think this is definitely one of those. So there you go. There's the base. Metal on metal. Plastic tires though, and the same wheels and tires I'm not a huge fan of. We do get an opening hood on this model. We don't on the GTS. We do on this one. And as far as this casting goes, this is a pretty good looking one in this this black. Just a little Viper logo on the side. All these cars, of course, are going to be basically full deco as well. You're always going to get headlights. You're always going to get taillights. Any other graphic on the side. It is, you know, a domestic premium brand. So Actually pretty good looking. I think it is. Anyway, let's see here. Let's look at a modern Johnny. I got 3 of those to look at, and then we actually got some really cool stuff to look at in those short-card ones, so stay tuned. 1973 Ford Mustang Mach 1. This was release 4 for 2018 in bright red poly. So this is a round 2 branded Johnny Lightning, limited edition 1 of 2,500. Now, round 2 has done quite a bit to make these castings even cooler and look a lot better than what they did under any other ownership for Johnny Lightning. They added a level of detail and a level of like preciseness to the detail that just, I don't know, made the best of the toolings, I guess, as far as to say. Some weird thing going on as I say that with quality in the paint job right there. Some weird flashing issue on the back of this casting. But very nice and premium looking. Definitely the Auto World Mach 1 casting is a lot better looking and a lot more to scale than this one is. But it is cool to get an example of this version as well. I love these wheels. The wheels and tires on this one are pretty cool. Redline tires. Gonna get a metal base. Oh, I guess we can also look, if you look on the bottom here, typically it's a copyright date 1999, so you know this casting came out in about year 2000. And since the interesting thing about Johnny Lightning is since they've changed ownership, quite a few times over the years, the style of how they did their cars changes over those periods of time. And basically right now, round 2 is just using the best of all the times, all the different toolings and stuff, and just coming out with cars in premium deco. And that's basically all they're doing. I don't think they've come up with any brand new tooling for a vehicle yet. I think they've done some trailers and some boats and some stuff like that for other lines, but I don't think they've actually done a new tooling for a car yet, which is good. I don't think they really need to. I think they should stick new toolings in the Auto World lineup and really focus on getting some nice, accurate toolings in that lineup than trying to go back and recreate this Johnny Lightning style. Johnny Lightning just definitely has some sort of style about them, so they're a little stylized. They're not quite true 1/64 scale. Here's another one. This is another casting I collect. This is the 2004 Nissan 350Z in white pearl. This is in the same series. This is 2018 release 4 in white. I think I still need to get the other color of this casting. This is one I sort of loosely collect. I've got quite a few variations of it. Looks pretty good. Nissan in pearl white. It's like that white lightning pearl color. Painted headlights. I really do wish they had some lens detail up there, at least more detail than just silver. We'll see what happens when the green light comes out. This one does have a two-tone interior, though, that I just noticed. It's pretty cool. It's going to be hard to see that white, but you can kind of get a glimpse into there. Copyright date on the base of this car, 2004. Oh, I can't believe the Nissan Z, this generation of it, is that old already. Pretty cool, though. Plastic wheels and tires, but some cool ones, so I don't mind it. And then the last modern Johnny Lightning we have, and it is also from the same series, is this Tarmac Black Pearl 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. This one looks pretty good. Actually, this is from the same series, but it must have been available in straight packs because it's limited to 4,900 instead of 2,500. That's a pretty good looking one. I love the bronze wheels. I think those look great for this car. Does this one have an opening hood? This one does not have an opening hood. Lots of nice details back there. Evolve. Good looking. Let's take a look at the bottom. See if we can find a cast-in copyright date. And there it is, 2004. Rubber tires. This is a good one. This is definitely a winner. That's a quality Johnny Lightning. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I think that one's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think. All right, so back to kind of the old school stuff. Here is a 1965 VW Transporter ambulance. Let's go ahead and open up that. You're looking at it. I can look for the copyright date. 2012. So this is Tomy era. This one does have rubber tires. This one has a plastic base. 1965 used under license. I don't see any sort of copyright date for the casting. But it's your basic panel bus with a cherry on top. And a medical symbol on the side. So this one's not too crazy. Still kind of cool. But the last three here are probably the best three out of this grouping. At least the most interesting. We'll start with this one right here. This is Jim Reed's 1959 Chevy Impala. And this just looks awesome in the package. I can't wait to get it out. So this is old school stock car stuff, right? This is copyright date 2011. And I think this is actually learning curve era. Not Tomy. There it is. I think that's awesome. I think that's a really cool looking one. Jim Reed's GMC truck sales. So the wheels and tires are plastic, but big deal. They look pretty good. Plastic base. I don't see a cast in copyright date anywhere. Made in China. I just like it because the color's really nice. The detail on it's actually pretty good too. You got good detail back there for the headlights, or back there for the taillights and for the headlights up front. And then you get an opening hood that fits very nicely when it's shut. I just like this one. I like this one a lot. I think that's very, very cool looking. What do you guys think about that? See, Johnny Lightning does stuff like this. This is cool. This is definitely cool. It's got some flavor. All right. Then, sticking with something very similar to that, or similar-ish, I should say, is this 1970 Plymouth Cuda 340. This is looking like that Dan Gurney one or whatever. Number 42. What is the copyright date on the back of this one? If we can find it. 2010 it looks like. That is cool. Again, it's another race car. This one has the taillights on it that look really good actually. Cuda. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. And then it's got that up front. Number 42. Gloss black. Does it have an opening hood? Yeah, it does. It's got an opening hood with some detail under there. Shuts nice and tight. That's a cool one, guys. In my book. That's cool. These are the kind of like racing liveries and like these kind of vintage ones. I think they just look really good. But that is a really cool car. Let me know what you guys think of that one. That's super cool. All right, so there's that one. And then lastly, we got, this is a cool casting too, the 1992 GMC Typhoon. This would be a cool one for Auto World to do and make truly 1/64 scale. This is another short card one. Johnny Lightning Release 5, 2010 it looks like is the copyright date on it. plastic wheels, but again, not a huge deal. Looks like the axle's a little screwed up there. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think you can much argue with that being kind of cool. Maybe you can. I don't know. Opening hood. Ooh, what is that in there? I think I've discovered a species. That is some weird bog shell thing. Oh my goodness. What is that? Yeah. Well, that's gross. I don't know what it is, but it's going in the garbage. Ooh, maybe. It's obviously just like the shell or skin of some sort of bug. That was a nice little surprise underneath the hood of this car. How did it get there? Oh, we got a little paint issue right here. But all in all, that's a cool little truck. That's pretty awesome. GMC Typhoon action. And that's going to be it for this episode. So we looked at some cool castings, just some random stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My top 3 were the last 3 cars. And actually, this one might be my favorite. These 2 are kind of a toss-up to me. I really like this one, though. I think it's a neat little casting. Definitely not 1/64 scale. It's pretty small. And then, I guess after those, I'd have to go with these 2 modern ones right here. Looking pretty good. And then this one looks pretty decent, but the casting just leaves a lot to be desired. This one is pretty cool, for sure. They're all pretty neat in their own right. So, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Check out another 10 Car Tuesday episode in the playlist if you wish. I got all sorts of them there for you to look at and watch. I appreciate you watching them. And like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks again, and have yourself a great day.